So today the school day was okay. What happened right after school was horrible, and it was awful. So for homeroom class, you know the drill, nothing really abnormal happened. And then we went to speech class, which wasn't that bad. Like, all we really did for the second half of it was, like, type down our speeches that we're going to start presenting tomorrow, I believe. And the first half of class, we just took notes on earlier things that we were learning about. So speech wasn't really that different or special. After speech, we went to Bible class, and today we got our workbooks, which added a few extra heavinesses to my backpack, which is really annoying because it's already getting heavy, and I only have like 2 books in there, 2 school textbooks, and it's already getting heavy, which is not really a good sign. Anyway, what was I going to say? Bible, we just kind of listened to him lecture for about 40 minutes because it took us about 5 minutes to get our workbooks all settled in, or whatever you want to call it. And Bible was not really that abnormal either. I didn't use the Evernote audio thing, if the 0 of you that were wondering that. In language class, we had to do a quiz, like a vocab quiz, so it wasn't really that hard at all. And after the vocab quiz, the book that we had to read over summer break, we needed to get in our groups. Like, she assigned us all a bunch of groups, and then we needed to get in our groups and do a skit of one of the scenes. And I think she was really disappointed in all of us because we were supposed to do a 2-minute scene. The longest scene was 1 minute, and nobody was a good actor. Nobody really knew what they were doing. It was horrible. I mean, I died in my scene, so I just had to lie down on the floor for like half of it, which was nice because I didn't have to repeat any lines. I just had to steal something from around the room and play dead, which was nice because I didn't have to remember any lines, which would have been really annoying, and my group would have gotten an even worse grade. Although out of the bunch, she said that ours was the best because it was the longest, only being a minute long. During lunch, whoa, the lighting's all weird. Everybody kind of sat on like one side of the table, which was really annoying because it gave me a lot less space than I usually do. Everybody usually sits like every other seat. There's a person, that's the way that I like it. But this week, or today at least, everyone sat right by each other, and they all like scooched up close together, which was really annoying. And we just talked about normal things that we always talk about during lunch. And today I didn't have lunch that I ordered from the school because it was Chick-fil-A, because they catered Chick-fil-A on Wednesdays. Everybody thought I was the weirdest person ever because I don't like Chick-fil-A. I honestly don't see why everybody loves it so much, and everybody thinks that's just so weird and so crazy. In our class today, usually they get there a few minutes early, like early before 12:30, or around 12:30, yeah, which apparently we're not supposed to. Like, the principal came in and she was like, you guys, you high schoolers are not supposed to come to class this early. You are supposed to stay at lunch because that would be easier on all of the teachers' parts, knowing where everyone is and not just having them all wander around the school during these certain parts of the day. I mean, I could understand where she was going with it. I just think that it was, I don't know, kind of annoying because, I mean, I don't think it was anybody in the high school's fault. I think that it was probably some other kid's fault, and now we all have to pay the price, which is what it always is when there's a rule. One person screws up, and then every single person has to pay the price. Anyway, in art class today, after our speech from the principal, we had to watch like a video tutorial, which was awful, by the way. The guy had no idea what he was doing. The quality suffered. He didn't have a good microphone. It was just so bad. Like, I know I couldn't do any better. I'm just listing all of the bad things about it. We had to draw a hand, and I don't have mine. Well, actually, I do have mine. I just don't really want to show you guys right now because it's not really done. But I will show you guys later. Also, it is Wednesday, so we have a planner that we're supposed to write all of our stuff in, and I never use it. But every Wednesday, I erase the pages, like I rip them out and throw them away. And other people, like, they keep them, and at the end of the year, like, my planner is, like, so thin while everybody else is, like, normal size, and it's just kind of cool to see the difference. Here are all of the pages that I'm going to be, or this side is all of the pages that I'm going to be ripping out. So, yeah, it's done. I have 2 weeks less on this than I did an hour ago. And I can't really feel a difference, but I know I will be able to in, I don't know, a month. Math was not really that good of a class today, and it really didn't have to do with math. It just had to do with my stomach and my head. They were both hurting like crazy, and I couldn't, like, focus. And my eyes are bad as well, but I'll get to that in a little bit. I couldn't, like, see. Well, actually, I'm just gonna get to it right now. I couldn't see some of the, like, the numbers on the board, and I wrote down wrong numbers, even though I was in the front row. Like, I know it might have had to do with the angle instead of my eyes. But I went to the eye doctor, and I need glasses, and that's going to suck. It's going to be awful. It's going to be horrible. Anyway, math class, we got our quizzes back, and we did math homework and learned math. It's really just a normal math class, except we got our quizzes back. That's not really that normal in the classes, but it's still more normal than anything else that happened in the class. I'm really wording this bad. It was a normal math class except for the fact that we got a quiz back at the beginning, which we don't do that every day, but we do that days after we have quizzes. Okay, I'm done. That was really not that hard at all. Anyway, I gotta go, so I will talk to you guys later. Yes.